Hey guys, what's up? Hope everyone had a very profitable morning and even more profitable afternoon to come, hopefully, here. I want to talk about something that's very important, and that's going to be paying attention to news releases, right? This morning we had Meta. Meta came out there. I think there was a Bloomberg article talking about how they were going to cut some costs moving forward. And it comes in the form of employees. That kind of sucks. But it's like the first time I've heard in a long time that Meta was about to cut costs. As a shareholder and as I trade Meta pretty much every single day, that's kind of the good news that we're waiting for. A lot of the hate going towards Meta, their costs, they're absolutely out of control. Do they print a lot of cash? Sure, but they're spending way too much. Whether or not it be the metaverse, whether or not it be to try to fight this new iOS, they're spending so much money. So when we came in and saw that report, again, on our watch list, make sure you subscribe to that every single day, I wrote it down here. It's the #1 name. It's Meta, it's 95 long, and it's let's buy some dips into 92. So right away, the very first thing we were thinking about was buying Meta. So with that being said, let's go have a quick look and see what the market was up to today. And if you look down here, right now we're blasting higher. So yeah, Meta just kind of hovering, actually not doing too much right now, kind of surprising. But earlier on, the market was kind of back and forth and not doing a lot. But this is where my new and hopefully improved strategy comes into play. So because 95 got taken in the pre-market, if those of you, not in the pre-market, but right when the market opened up, those of you that were watching, I said, I'm going to take the long, but it's not going to be on a lot of shares. Why? Because playing breakouts, and again, I just wanted that 95 level. Playing breakouts is very dangerous because look where we were. We were at 93.50 about 10 minutes before we broke that out, right? So you got to be careful with the volume that comes in during the pre-market as we get close to the open. And remember, at 9:25 every single day, there's market on open imbalances. It came to the north side for Meta, thus popping it. So we get in and we take 80 cents almost right away, but we don't get out of all of them. Then as it falls back down, we take a little bit more here at 94 against VWAP, and then we move it all the way down here to 93.50. Now this is the thing. When this was going down, we still don't have very many shares. And this is what I mean about becoming new and improved as a trader. We're giving this down here. I'm much more looking at time now. Can we develop a bottom or a top? Can something be built that we want to respect? Unfortunately, in Meta, it doesn't really happen today. So all I used was this 200 period, which just happened to be pretty good. It was coinciding. I never use moving averages unless it's sort of bouncing with a support or resistance level. So this one actually comes down and we find this 93 level. When I took this long at like 93.10 or something, we had an idea saying, if we're wrong, we're just going to get out at 93. If it breaks lower, fine. By this time, our average price is probably around 93.50-ish, not more than that, okay? So then as it pops back up, we start to, first of all, get some out around 93.50 for flat. Why? Because it's at the 50 period and at the pre-market high at that time. But then, bingo, it just starts to rip to the upside and starts going up. Then we just start taking out profit all the way through, including our last profit spot right here at 96. Right where we got out the first time. Remember, these longs are 93s, 94s long. There's the out at 96, and we did a much better job of holding more shares so we could get out as it rips up. That this is the other part of it. It's the reload part. So now we let it fade all the way back up and it comes right back in again, not only against some of these highs, but we also had the 50 period and I believe VWAP at that point. So we kept buying 95s. And then look, we were doing this live on the show, up, out, up, out, up, out. There's 4 reloads. This is just a 1-minute chart. There's 4 reloads there where we kept scalping in and out at 95. Just like how Tesla was bouncing off 200, we were taking advantage of this bouncing off 95, our best out 96. Now, oh, there we have an out right there actually. When it broke, that's my best out right there, 96.20 when it broke the 50 period. So there's an out right there. The point of what I'm getting at is twofold. First things, wait until you see some news on something that you think can actually affect the stock price. The second point is be very, very patient with your time of day and when you get in. Because you know what? It's kind of true. It just takes one good trade, right? Like one trade could make your morning or destroy it. If you're patient with it and you kind of know what you're doing, and just like now, I'm kind of thinking, even here, this 95, even if we take a 95 long, we have base down here at 94.50. So this is almost worth taking a long now against about a 60-cent hit. Because if you take off to the upside, the high of the day is $2 away, right? So you're looking for risk to reward. You're looking for good spots to get your money in. And if you're also looking for a prop firm, make sure you click on that little QR code in the bottom there. It takes you to Day Trade the World, who's our #1 sponsor here for the Trade of the Day.